Hey, hey, hey! It's your girl, Tracy Davis with MySuccessZone.com. I trust that all is well. Happy Friday! Happy Friday to you. I'm so excited to be able to come on every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Hang out with you. And I hope you get excited about hanging out with me as well. Gonna go ahead and get started. And I want to encourage you to share this, tag someone, whether you're watching me on Facebook or Instagram. Hey, I'm so excited to be able to hang out with you tonight. Yeah, I usually don't come on Fridays, but of course, this Tuesday was, we chose to honor Mr. Floyd on that day, and I wanted to make sure that I get in the content that I promised this week. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Tracy Davis, MySuccessZone.com, MySuccessZone.com. I am a business and success coach. I am a 6-time author, soon to be 7-time author. Excited about that new release that's coming. And also, I am a proud wife. I am a proud mom, and I am a lover of all things marketing, right? I am really excited to be able to come to help the person that's new online, the person that's wanting to take their brick and mortar from offline to online, just to offer business tips and strategies, motivation. That is what I am all about. I actually, have all kinds of things that can actually bless you in those areas, whether it's my ebooks, my courses, whether it's my master classes. I have quite a bit in my SZA. That's my Success Zone Academy. So we'll talk more about that later on, but I do want to welcome you. And again, if there's someone you think that can be blessed by some information, they are new online or thinking about starting something, especially with the pandemic, how the atmosphere, the climate has changed, then, tell them to look me up, right? Tell them to tune in, because I'm sure I can share a nugget or two to help them in their quest, all right? So really, before I actually get into tonight's broadcast and talk about, some of the content, I want to just ask, how are you doing? How are you? There's so much going on right now. First, we were dealing with COVID-19, and then, with all, really the last month, I mean, it's just been crazy. A lot of us are not talking about it at all. A lot of us are talking. A lot of us are protesting and giving and doing all types of things. And some are, having a hard time processing. So I just wanted to pause before I jump into my norm and just ask, how are you? How are you? I trust that you are coping the best way that you can. I trust that you're being safe. I trust that, one of the things that I say is this: a person only drowns when they allow water to get in them, right? Get in their lungs. Make sure that in your quest for justice, that you don't allow hate to get into you, especially when you start seeing some of the videos and how cruel the policemen have been to our people, right? African Americans, some people say black, whatever way you like to say it, but it's tough. It's tough to not let it get in you. So, in your anger, sin not. Be strategic in all that you're doing and all of your quests. I believe progress is being made, and we don't want to impede that progress, by letting anger take us out of character. Okay, so I trust that you are okay. If you want to, just say something in the comments. I really can't see them right now, but I definitely will check them after I go off the air. And I would love to engage in conversation. Maybe one of these days that I pop on, maybe we can just have like a hangout time and just kind of talk and see, how you're doing, and see how you feel about the different situations. Because I feel like communication is very important. We need to talk about things instead of fighting about things. But we're seeing all the news, so many stories all over the United States. We're seeing people rallying for justice all over the world. So a shift has happened, right? And we get to actually see it. Some things that our parents didn't see, they only prayed for, we're actually seeing. So stay in the fight, but fight the right way. Okay? All right. So this week, Monday and Wednesday and Thursday, man, this week has flown by. We've covered quite a bit. My heart is for the newbie, the person that is like, man, what in the heck do I do? How do I, take this idea that I have and make it a product or a service? That's what I do. That's what I help a person identify that gift, that expertise, and help you turn into a product or a service. Okay? I've been able to do that for myself, and because I've been able to have success with that, I am able to impart that knowledge to my clients. And so I get excited about that. I also have a great business in direct sales. So if you're looking for something that's already established and you just kind of want to plug and play, you can talk with me about that as well. I've been involved in direct sales really since the mid-90s, right? And I just believe that, any business owner, when you can have a home-based business, it's going to help you from a tax write-off standpoint. It's just smart, right? So I'd love to talk with you about that. Now, what do I have free for you? What I have that I mentioned it last night. I have an ebook that I want you to download. It's talking about the essentials that you need for an online business, right? And so I want to encourage you to do that. We have an easier website to reach today. So you can actually go to be.mysuccesszone.com. B as in boy, E as in egg, .mysuccesszone.com, and you can actually download that free ebook and get the value so that it can kind of let you know what it is that you need as you're building your business online. I love business, right? And in particular, I'd had a dream for so many years to be able to have a home-based business. I didn't want to stuff envelopes, and do all these things that you always see, these little things that they're telling you can work from home. I wanted a business from home. And I thank God that even though a lot of people have had to shift, I made the shift many years ago. And so I've been home. I have a successful home-based business, and I'm very grateful. And I want to be able to help you to do the same if that's what you're desiring. Okay. So what are we going to be talking about tonight? Well, you know what? Let me tell you what the schedule is going to be, because some of you are planners like me. You're like, when does she come on? What is this lady all about? So let me give you that. My goal is to come on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Okay, 9 p.m. Eastern, and we're going to have different themes for each day. So Monday will be on motivation and mindset. I really love helping you with mindset. My mantra is skill set and mindset make you an asset, right? So it makes sense that we'll talk about mindset and those resets that you need to do. So that will be our focus on Mondays, things that can help you to think bigger and better so you can do things faster, right? And achieve success faster, of course. Tuesdays will be tips and tools, business tips that I feel can be helpful, tools that I feel can help you in your business. I'm going to share with you anything that I feel can help you in your business as a newbie, things you may know about but don't know actually how to implement it into your business plan. We'll talk about those things on Tuesdays, okay? Wednesdays will be what's working now. What's working now? We know, online things change really fast, right? Algorithms, pertaining to social media, whatever. What's working now, I think, is going to be a great night to tune into so that you can get some ideas. I'm an idea person, and I can say, hey, this is what's working now, and this is how you can use it in your business, okay? And then on Thursdays, things you should know as a business owner, okay? So it really will be, I made a lot of mistakes along the way. I bought a lot of courses, bought a lot of stuff, put my husband and I through some stuff with me trying to figure it out. So what I want to do is kind of help you not to have the skin knees, to make the mistakes. So that night will be focused on things that you as a business owner should know. Okay, so that kind of gives you an idea what we'll be covering. Usually I don't come on Friday, so if I pop on Friday, it'll probably be something crazy like, hey, this is a song I like, let's sing together. Hey, this is what I'm eating, something like that. It wouldn't be business related. So I want to focus on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That we can actually have those times. Okay, so let me know in the comments, or even DM me if you can't comment right now, and say, hey, I like that. I like that. Okay, give me some feedback, give me a heart, give me a like, give me something. Okay, so we can jump in. All right, so we ended our broadcast last night. We were talking about awareness, that people need to know you. They need to know what you're about, what you stand for, your mission, things like that, right? And, I've given you some ideas. We talked about blogging and podcast and using video, things like that, so that people can become aware of you. People buy from people, and you probably heard it so many times, but I'll keep saying it. They buy from people that they know, like, and trust. Okay. And so it is your job, not their job, but it's your job to make sure they get that opportunity. Okay, so once we get them at the awareness stage where they are aware, like, ooh, Tracy Davis, mysuccesszone.com. Wow, I'm aware that this woman exists. Wow, I'm aware that she's on Instagram. I'm aware that she's on Facebook. Wow, oh wow, I'm aware that she's an author. I make you aware of what it is or who I am and what it is that I do. Okay, But that's the first stage. We had talked about this customer journey. We had talked about how you can't meet someone the first night and then marry them the same night, right? There are some people that do that, but not that's not the norm, okay? So it's the same thing with business. You want to take your client, your customer, your prospect on a journey. So the first part of that is aware, making them aware. Second part of that is once they are aware of you, then you want to engage with them, right? In other words, you want to build that relationship. And depending upon your sales cycle, for some, that's going to be a longer period of time. If, for an example, even though I'm not a real estate agent, I know that sales cycle can be long, right? But then you may have a person that sells, health and wellness products, and that sales cycle is relatively quick. Either way, there's going to be some type of a journey, and it's going to be up to you to study your industry so that you'll know what steps you need to take your prospect through to get them to buying. Okay, keeping all of that in mind. Everything that we do, we want it to be strategic. We want to have a plan. We want to have a reason why for what we're doing. Okay, so we want to engage. We want to build that relationship. Okay, so how do we do that? Well, we want to make sure that we are visible. Okay, make sure you're visible. You can't pop in and out. Okay, you need to be visible, and you need to provide value. Those are the 2 V's. Very important when you're trying to build this engagement stage, when you're trying to develop a relationship. You want to be visible, right? The attention span, oh my God, with so much going on, everybody's online, all these different things. You have to make sure that you are visible, that people know that you're going to show up, okay? That you will be consistent. That's why I wanted to lay out my schedule so that you all can know, hey, she's going to be showing up. She's going to be here. That's not only for you all, but that's for me as well, so that I can be accountable that, hey, I made that promise that I was going to show up. Because if I want to engage, if I want to develop a relationship with you, right, then I need to make sure that I'm visible. And the second part of that is to make sure that I provide value. That's what you would need to do as well. What kind of value can you provide so that you can differentiate yourself from the others that are in your industry? Most of the time, what we're doing, somebody else is doing it as well. We have to figure out what is it that I'm doing that, even though it may be an industry that's very, very popular, how can I stand out? How can I be different? That's where the value comes in. Okay. So when you are dealing with value, I have different acronyms or whatever, but I'll just talk about, you want to make sure that different ways that you can come online, for an example. You can motivate, right? Some people love to provide motivational quotes and things like that. But it doesn't have to be a quote. It can be your life story. It can be something that you overcame. You can show where you were and where you are now. That can motivate someone. That can encourage someone. I'm actually in this particular group, and this one lady said, hey, I'm brand new. I need to hear some stories. I need to hear some stories of where you were when you started, right? So I want to mention that because if you are succeeding right now, right, and you want to offer your product or your service to someone, tell them your story. Okay, you can motivate them with your story. Entertain them, right? People love to be entertained. The entertainment industry, that's one of the largest industries in the world because people want to, as my son would say, want to veg out, right? They just want to veg out. So provide entertainment. Give them something to, so they can be a little lighter, right? Not as heavy, especially during these times. The things that we're going through right now, they're not laughing matters, but goodness, all of us need to have just a break, a chill moment, okay? So you can entertain, okay? You can also make sure from a value standpoint, something that's pertinent to your industry that they would know. All of these things can really fall in that realm of value, okay? So let's kind of pull down when we're providing this value, how can we do it? Well, right now I'm doing video. Okay, I like video because it really speeds up that know, like, and trust factor. Okay, you can get to know me because you see me, you can see my mannerisms, you can hear my voice, the inflections, all of that. Video marketing is fantastic for building the relationship. Okay, some of you already know that, hey, when she comes on, she's going to have on Whitney's song because I feel that really says who I am. I have many interests. I've done many things in all my years, and I'm very, very proud of my accomplishments. And so when I hear that song, it reminds me, hey, she's the boss, I just love it. I'm every woman. So that's my song. But you can use video marketing. I love how when we have social media, we have so many different opportunities, whether it's actually if you're on Instagram and you're on your main profile, when people are scrolling, or if you're using stories. What you want to do is encourage them to engage with you. Say, hey, tag somebody. hey, you can do a poll and say this or that, yes or no. You're getting people to start to engage with you. That's developing a relationship, because you're letting them know that you value their opinion, right? You can start to ask questions. Hey guys, what are you struggling with right now? How do you feel right now? Those are ways that you can get your audience to engage with you. Guess what? That's developing a relationship. You're getting to know them. You're hearing about their pains, their pleasures, what they're excited about, their fears perhaps. And then you can actually contribute to that conversation, and you all can, it becomes mutual. Okay. So encourage people to say, hey, like this, comment, share, tag someone, DM me. Those are ways to get people to engage. Okay. Another way is, as you're building a list, right? You build a list by having people to opt in. And so you start to have an email list. And let me tell you right now, email marketing is huge, and it's something that you own, right? As opposed to, we don't own IG, we don't own Facebook, but we can own our email list, right? And that way you can talk to those people anytime you want to, sharing your story, sharing a joke, sharing motivation, whatever, because you have an email list. That's a way that you can engage. That's a way you can develop the relationship. That's a way you can be visible. That's a way you can provide value, email marketing. And then, of course, you want to make sure that you're consistent with that as well. Okay. An email sequence, all those things. I'll teach you all of that, but I just kind of wanted to mention it. Another way that you can engage is through community, right? And what I mean by that is actually having a group. A lot of people have Facebook groups and things like that where it's just them. And you can come in there and you develop this team atmosphere, this sense of belonging. So that's a way to engage as well. Okay. So for those of you that are just joining, my name is Tracy Davis, mysuccesszone.com, mysuccesszone.com. I am a business and success coach. I come on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday and provide business tips and motivation to help you to have an amazing online business. All right. So let's talk just a little bit. There's like a bug flying around here with these lights. I hope it stays over there. Do not come over here, bug. All right, let's talk a little bit before we go off, because I know it's Friday and y'all probably got something else to do, right? But I do appreciate you hanging out with me. How can I engage? Well, I gave you some ideas already, but I just want to give you a couple more, okay? You want to make sure that you're posting regularly. Having a posting schedule is amazing. If you can pre-plan it, that's even better. You can use all kinds of tools to do that, okay? Even Facebook has it. There's some that are third party. And then there's some within platforms that will allow you to plan. That's great, okay? You want to make sure that your profile is public. I got to say this. I posted this a couple of weeks ago. I'm like, my goodness, if you're in business, your profile should not be private, okay? I know it's like all these crazy people and you have the trolls and all that stuff. That's a part of it, But if you want to have a business that's making money while you sleep, go ahead and make it public, okay? Make it public. Make sure that it is optimized, so that people know who you are, what you offer, okay, and what's in it for them, okay. All of that should be in your profiles, and it really doesn't matter what platform you're on. All of those things are universal, okay. You want to tell people what you do as often as possible. Tell them what you do, and also tell them what to do. Okay, that's going to be important. So tell them all, those are things that you're constantly doing as you're building engagement. They'll get to know you. That relationship will become solidified because they're hearing about what it is that you do. But you also want to tell them what to do. Like, comment, tag, inbox me, DM me. Tell them what to do. Give them a CTA, right? A call to action. Okay. You want to make sure that you're reaching out to others. Spend some time liking other people, your prospects. Go, if they're posting, go and like their post. Go and comment. I tell the people that I coach a lot, hey, make sure that you have a schedule of, hey, I'm setting aside 15, 20 minutes to make sure I go and like other people's pages, like their comments, like their pictures. You're developing a relationship. And guess what? If you like theirs, I'm like, who is this? Let me go back and see who that is. Oh, I like her stuff. Oh, wow. Let me click that link. She said, click the link in my bio. Let me click the link in her bio and see what it is that she has. So make sure you put that in your schedule to spend some time liking, commenting, developing the relationship. Okay. And make sure that that's consistent. Make sure you respond to people that follow you. A lot of times we're so focused on new people that we forget about people that are already following you. Go on their pages sometime and say, hey, I do that sometimes anyway, especially, just to check on, say, hey, how are you? How are you doing? Hey, I really like those shoes. I mean, and nothing behind it other than just building a relationship, like for real, right? Like you really care. Okay, so I think that's important. And then, of course, the last thing, and I mentioned it really at the top of this particular lesson, use video. Okay, use video because that is going to help you as you're building in this customer journey. The second step of engagement, use some video. Okay, I think that's going to help. All righty. So at the beginning, I told you guys that I want you to get my ebook. The ebook is located at be.mysuccesszone.com. Make sure you check that out. And we're going to have a great time. I can't wait to hang out with you on Monday. Have a fabulous weekend. You need anything? I'm here, girl. I'm here for you. For real. Okay? So with that being said, this is Tracy Davis with MySuccessZone.com. MySuccessZone.com. And I'll see you on Monday, okay? God bless you and take care. I got it.